Tonight, we are diving into a story that's shaking the world: the assassination of Charlie Kirk, the fiery right wing commentator and Trump advisor, gunned down during a campus event in Utah. Many are calling this a shocking tragedy and unthinkable breach of security. But let's be brutally honest here. Why are we surprised? I'm your host, and this is my take on why Charlie Kirk murder isn't anomaly. It's America reaping what it's shown. First, the fact because amid all the outrage and spin, truth is the first casualty. Charlie Kirk, 31st founder of Turning Point USA, was speaking at Utah State University on September 10 when a single shot from a rooftop sniper pierced his neck. He died instantly amid screams and chaos. The shooter escaped, and the FBI is offering a $1 lakh rewards for leads. Kirk was no stranger to controversy. His hardline views on gun rights, abortion, and immigration, his close ties to Donald Trump made him a lightning rod in America's polarized landscape. But here's the uncomfortable reality we are not hearing enough. This wasn't a breach, this was America doing exactly what America has engineering itself to do. This is a nation that idolizes guns like scare relic, where firearms outnumber people and where political discourse has developed into a gladiatorial arena of hate, makes unchecked access to weapons with rhetoric that paints opponents not as fellow citizens with offering views, but existential threat, evil demons, enemy of the state. And what do you get? Bloodshed, predictable, preventable bloodshed. The American right is screaming that this is an attack on free speech. Far point, but now free is speech in a society where every rally, every debate, every public gathering comes with unspoken dread that it could end in gunfire. America pride itself on open forums and raw debates, but that openness is less with lethality. We have seen it before: school shooting, political rally turn deadly ledgers targeting. Koch himself championed the very gun culture that armed his killer. He advocated for unrestricted Second Amendment rights, downplayed mass shooting, and fueled cultural wars that normalized violence as a response to disagreement. And let's talk about hypocrisy. If this level of gun fueled chaos happened in any other country, say in the developing world, America would be the first to lecture on human rights, democracy, and civility. Fix your broken system, they would say from high horse, but at home, thoughts and prayers followed by inactions. Congress debates, lobbies, block reforms, and the cycle repeats. Over 400 mass shooting in 2025 alone. And counting, is this freedom or is a self inflicted case? Viewers, tonight I ask, what is the value of disagreement in the land of free when it can end with a bullet? At least death isn't just a loss for conservatives, it's a mirror for all of America. He was part of the ecosystem that thrives on division, anti immigration rants, climate denial, and transgender, all amplified for clicks and votes. But in a country armed to the teeth and primed for tribal warfare, the line between votes and weapons blurs fast. The real question isn't how could this happen, it's how much longer until this become routine. America isn't just a divide, it's on the brink of low grade civil war, where the politics isn't about policy, it's about survival. If the US wants to preach to the world about liberty, it needs to stop killing its own messengers.